Have you ever wondered about the history behind some of the world's most cursed objects? In this video, I'll be discussing some of the most popular cursed objects, and the stories behind them. From the Anguished Man to the Dybbuk box, you'll be sure to be intrigued by these tales of woe. The Anguished Man. The Anguished Man is a painting with unknown origin, its artist is unknown and its date of creation is also unknown. It is said that the artist who created the painting used his own blood mixed with the oil paint, and he ended his life after finishing it. The current owner of the painting, Sean Robinson, claims that he inherited the painting from his grandmother, and that the painting has been in their family for nearly 30 years. On the first video he uploaded to his YouTube channel, Robinson claimed that the painting is cursed, and ever since it has been in their house, they experienced paranormal events, such as seeing a shadow man, hearing noises and crying. Since then Robinson kept uploading updates about the painting from time to time. The Haunted Wedding Dress. In the mid-1800s, Anna Baker moved to a mansion in Altoona, Pennsylvania with her family. It is said that she fell in love with a low-class iron worker who worked for her father, who was a wealthy man that had a steel business. Anna's family disapproved of their relationship. Anna then decided to imprison herself in the mansion with her broken heart. She didn't marry anyone, though her father offered other men to choose one of them to be her husband. Anna turned them all down. When her father Elias Baker died, she went to see the only man she ever loved. Alas, she found out that he settled down. This broke her heart even more and made her hopeless, sorrowful, and she sort of lose her mind over time. She would wear a wedding dress and dance around the halls alone every night before bed. Anna was declared insane by the town, and even the maids inside the mansion told stories about her insane behavior. She died in 1914, but according to some people, Anna's soul still haunts the mansion hall where she dances and walks around in her wedding dress to this date. In 1941, the Baker Mansion turned into a museum for the Blair Country Historical Society and was opened up for everyone. Anna's room was preserved as it was, and her wedding dress put inside a glass case after its preservation. According to claims, sometimes the glass case starts to shake violently on its own, and even the dress starts moving. And the ghost of Anna was reported seen in the reflection of the glass case or the room's mirror. Busby's Stoop Chair. Busby's stoop chair, also known as Dead Man's Chair or Chair of Death, it's an oak chair that claimed to be cursed. According to local legend, the chair belonged to a man named Thomas Busby who lived in North Yorkshire in the 1600s. Busby and his father-in-law Oddie had been working together on a coin counterfeiting scam. It is said that one day the two had a heating argument either about their business, or Busby's relationship with Ottie's daughter. Later that day Busby returned to the inn, and guess who was waiting for him? You guessed right. Ottie was waiting for him only to tell him that taking his daughter Elizabeth home with him. At that moment Ottie's threat to take Elizabeth home with him wasn't Busby's main concern, but the fact that he found him sitting on his chair, that drove him mad. He pulled out Ottie from the chair by force and threw him away, and it didn't stop there. That night Thomas Busby murdered Daniel Oddie. He was arrested, tried and sentenced to death by hanging. According to one version of the legend, Busby was granted his last wish and he was taken into the inn to have a final drink and sit on his favorite chair before his execution. In another version, he was in the inn sitting on his chair when he was arrested. Legend claims that Busby cursed the chair, preconizing that death may come to anyone who dares sit on his chair, and that the chair has been responsible for a lot of deaths of those who have dared to sit on the cursed chair. The Busby Stoop Chair now resides at the Thirsk Museum in England. The Crying Boy. The Crying Boy is claimed to be one of the most cursed paintings in the world. It was made by artist Giovanni Bragolin, an Italian painter who was claimed to never exist. It is said that the true artist was a Spanish painter named Bruno Amadeo. The painting portrays a little child with tears falling from his eyes, and it is believed to be cursed as it was connected to disasters and tragedies that occurred to those who owned it. On the 5th of September 1985, an article, titled Blazing Curse of the Crying Boy, published by the British tabloid newspaper The Sun, reported the first story of the fires. The story was of Ron and May Hall, whose house had burnt down. They said that everything on the first floor was destroyed by the fire except for the painting of the crying boy remained untouched as it fell from the wall and landed face down. Ron and May Hall blamed the tragedy on the painting. Following what happened to their house, many similar accidents occurred, and every time the painting of the crying boy remained untouched. By the end of November, The Sun offered their readers to send their cursed paintings. About 2,500 copies of the print of the crying boy were sent in, and they were destroyed in a mass bonfire near Thames River. Dybbuk box. Dybbuk box is one of the most famous cursed objects. It's an old wine cabinet that's said to be haunted by an evil spirit named Dybbuk. According to Jewish folklore, the evil spirit possesses the living. The box gained its popularity when a man named Manis was selling it on eBay in 2003. He listed details about it, saying that he bought it from the granddaughter of a deceased Holocaust survivor named Havela. Havela told him that the box should never be opened. Manis didn't listen to the seller's warning and he opened it. He said that he found a series of strange objects inside the box. 2 US pennies dating to 1925 and 1928, 2 locks of hair, dried rosebud, candlestick, golden wine cup, and a sculpture carved with the Hebrew word shalom. He said that after opening the Dybbuk box, him and his family experienced several paranormal and mysterious events, such as the doors of the box kept opening on their own, weird smell coming from it, nightmares of an old woman with sunken eyes, and a shadow. At the end of the description he listed on eBay, he wrote, "Help me." In 2016, Zach Baggins became the owner of the box and he displayed it on his museum named the Haunted Museum, where the box resides till now. It is said that the rapper Post Malone has been cursed by the box after he indirectly touched it when he visited the Haunted Museum, and shortly after that he was involved in a plane emergency, a car crash. In addition to that, his house was broken into. That's it for today's video. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching.